Thanks for tuning in to Larger Curves today. Make sure you smash that like button and smash the subscribe button. I'm glad you stopped by. If you want to know when I upload another video, hit that bell and you'll get notified. Right to the copyright disclaimer. Everything we do here is for comment and criticism and teaching. So under the Copyright Act, we're getting ready to use it for Basketball Wives LA. Now, Basketball Wives LA did not have a reunion. So I'm putting together a reunion for us. You know, an unedited reunion version straight from OG's receipts of how production, VH1, Shawnee O'Neal, Evelyn Lowzada, Jennifer Wiliwms, and Jackie Christie, and the twins, and Phoebe were all in cahoots to attempt to have OG look like she's difficult, aggressive, and angry. The entire 7-episode season was about trying to get OG to recant what she called Evelyn Lowzada, which was a racist, same as Cece called her a racist too, remember last season. And she called Shawnee O'Neal a colorist. And she has receipts on how production edited the footage to make it appear as though she was in fact difficult or aggressive and hard to get along with. Crazy that she had receipts. Here, let's take a listen to OG's receipts from her IG Live. I'm sorry, not her IG Live, but from her IG account, iHeartOG. Let's take a listen. And she put some captions also that you can read. Well, I'm not going to say anything else until the end.
Thank you. Well rested. Thanks. I try.
And you said all of us are guilty of this issue that's in the group, including myself, which you said including yourself, correct?
No, what I said was there's a colorism issue in the group.
Mm-hmm.
We've all experienced it, and everyone has a say. Everyone has a part. Mm-hmm. When you said, are you talking about me? Yes, I'm talking about you. You experienced the colorism issue where the woman attacked you involving your children, and it was a big ordeal, and you've experienced a colorism issue in this group.
And remember I asked you, I said, OG, educate me, educate us all, and tell us what you consider colorism. Because you also said, well, you can't say, get your black ass over here.
I didn't say you can't say get your black ass over here. I said when you say that, it is a form of colorism, and it starts at an early age. And then I gave the example, if a person who was not black said, get your black ass over here or wake your black ass up, it would be a problem. So if we have, as a black community, have a problem with somebody else who's not black saying, get your black ass over here or wake your black ass up, but we can say that to our friends, our family, and our children, that's a part of the problem.
Well, I get what you're saying, OG, but my thing is, and I'm not arguing that, like, you know, as a community, we might say, oh yeah, that's my nigga, this and that, but we do, as a community, and I'm not putting words in people's mouth, we get offended if someone else, there's two ways to say it, I think. It's a way to say it with the, you're a nigga, or nigger, and then there's a way to be like, oh yeah, that nigga was having, it's really a touchy thing that I've never, you know, we know when something is that way, it's like, oh my God, I think that was racist towards me, that person drove down the street and said, you nigger, that's different.
Well, I personally don't use the word.
I feel that I did this colorism thing too. I just need to be clear with you right now.
Like I said, and I'll say it again, I think that there are the people who are treating me differently, and then the people who are allowing it to happen.
Okay.
And again, I will explain that if you allow something to happen and you know it's wrong, in my opinion, you are just as guilty as the person who is committing the act. I'll say it again. If you are present and you know something is wrong and you're allowing it to happen, you're just as guilty as the person committing the act. That's my experience. That's my opinion. No one has to agree with me. I think that it takes a strong person to say, hey, this isn't right, and let's fix it, not, hey, I know this isn't right, but let's fix it in a convoluted way. So for me, I'm not going to force anyone to do anything. I've been open to conversations. I have answered 1,000,001 questions. I don't think that I should carry the weight of educating women, some of which are 10, 15 years my senior. I think everyone should be able to teach other people. I shouldn't be the only one who has to educate somebody. I'm tired of that, and that's not fair. I should be able to also learn from people, and I don't think that it's conducive to try to tell someone, okay, meet halfway, but I'm the only one giving. Halfway, it's a two-part deal. It's 50-50, and right now, it's literally 99, 1%, and that 1% is you trying to force them to come around, and I don't care either way. I'm going to continue to be myself. I'm going to continue to do what I feel is right, and I'm okay with moving forward without agreeing. We don't have to agree. That's crazy to say, you have to agree with me or I'm not going to see you again. That's fine. If you want to be childish, that's fine. That's fine.
And you know what? No one's being childish. And like you said, first of all, I appreciate the fact that you said it's 1% of me and 99% of them not moving to me trying to.
I just said that's just one of the biggest issues in this group. Everybody has selective memory. I speak pretty clear and concise. I said 99% is me being open, not them. 99% is me being open, and 1% is you trying to force them to be open. They aren't giving anything. That's the math. 99% is me, 1% is you. That means they're giving 0% effort.
Did Kristen and Malaysia come and sit in these?
That's different. If they would have came with the original premise that you told me Kristen was coming for, to apologize when she came to ask me questions and tried to make it seem like I'm belittling her, that doesn't count. That's 0% in my book, because she did not come to apologize, and she admitted that she lured you, allegedly. She told you something different. You got me to be open to hear her out, and it was completely the opposite of what she said she was really coming for. So to me, that still shows Kristen in true form, a manipulative person. I don't need to be around a manipulative person. I think that her mentality and the way she treats people in her circle, she's been getting away with it. She's not a part of my circle. She's not a part of my life. So I'm not going to let her be convoluted, be nasty, be conniving around me. I don't care. I was open. I heard what she had to say. I gave her multiple examples. She's going to take it back. She's going to twist it to her version to fit her narrative. And I still don't care. I've been clear. I've been concise. If it doesn't get translated appropriately, that's on the person receiving the information. There are plenty of times when I say something and it gets repeated back right away, wrong. I can't control how people receive stuff.
Okay, well, when they come.
I know Kristen came over here and it seemed like it was like a bunch of questions. It was like a Q&A. And you have just been like very snappy.
Snappy, Jen? No, that's a reach. I haven't been snappy, especially not to you. I was sitting here the other night. Jackie was yelling. I said, take your voice down. You chimed in a little bit. The other girl was yelling. At times I raised my voice too. Everybody was on edge. So don't just say, OG, you were snappy. I've never snapped at you about this subject at all. I've simply said, I don't really want to keep talking about it. Just as I did the first day, just as I did the second day. I did not snap at you. But if you feel I snapped at you, that's fine.
Right. So just like you don't want us to tell you about your experience, I'm telling you what I experienced.
I just agreed with you and said that's fine. Did you receive
like
that?
You don't ever say how we can make it better.
Jen, what do you want me to tell you guys to make it better when it's a self-revelation? Like I said it so many times when Kristen was present. This is an epiphany you have to have on your own. I'm not supposed to fix you guys to make you see what I see and make it better. You have to realize these things on your own.
No, we're not. I'm not asking you to help me feel better.
I feel fine. So that's probably why you're not receiving. You're telling me, how can you make it feel better for me? I feel fine. I've moved on. I said it's been over a year, and I asked Kristen, why now? I said that. So if you guys didn't
say that,
thank you.
Let me say this right here. You're saying you feel fine.
I have not once brought this subject up for the record.
Huh?
I have not once brought this subject up for the record. It's been brought up, and I've addressed it because it's been brought up and brought up.
But OG, do you understand? And you and I have had conversations. I asked you, would you be willing to speak to the ladies? You said yes. You came in open-hearted, open-minded, ready to talk, correct? somehow or another, we have now come to a crossroads. They don't feel that you are.
So what changed? The first evening, Kristen came over desperately wanting to talk to me, and since then everything changed.
No, she
no
came
surprise.
Over with Malaysia and did
no,
it again.
she came the first. She came with Malaysia for reinforcement. Let's not be funny.
Well, Malaysia wanted to come talk to you herself.
And okay, well, she came with Kristen. They came as a two, and I thought they were going to come and play games and enjoy themselves, but immediately it was, we want to talk about this. And you can't force people to talk about something they don't want to talk about. The fact that I even acknowledged the conversation was me far past 50% meeting them halfway, because if I don't want to talk about something anymore, I don't have to. If you want to talk, I will listen. They wanted to talk, I was listening, but then they wanted to ask me questions. Well, listen, this is not a questionnaire. This is not going to be a Q&A. I do not have to answer anybody's questions. And if I completely say I'm done, I'm done. But I still haven't said that. I said I will hear what they want to say. Still, I have not heard a genuine apology. And that's sad. I don't even need one, but that's sad that they can't figure out, okay, it's not okay to tarnish somebody's reputation. It's not okay to label somebody an angry black woman. I gave that example 100 times. And it's so sad that it hasn't resonated. That's sad.
OG, do you agree that calling them or saying that they committed colorism is doing?
I did not say that. So again, we're not going to be twisting the words.
Well, how did we get to this point?
We got to this point because they can't take the fact that I pointed out an issue in the group and it's gone worldwide. We are in a pandemic. Okay, we are dealing with people who are losing their lives over racism. It should not take the death of somebody for you to realize that's not okay. It should not take the world being shut down for you to recognize that's not right. It should not take a president being racist for you to recognize that's not right. If I pointed out an issue before this pandemic, and now that it's magnified, and now that the world is starting to see, hey, you know what? These women kind of have an issue too. This should have been an opportunity for everybody to make this shit better. This should have been an opportunity for everybody to say, let's grow from this. Let's do a workshop. Let's do something. But instead, let's tell her.
It could be somebody. It could be just you feeling that way.
I don't care what it is. It's my opinion. If you don't agree with it, we can disagree.
Okay, whatever. It's what makes you want to continue to be around these women if you feel they conduct themselves in this way?
I don't care either way. I've said that. I can be around all walks of life. It doesn't matter. If you're trying to convolutedly find a way to say something, just say it so we don't waste nobody's time. I could ask both of you guys the same thing. What made you come to Amsterdam when you weren't welcome? What made you stay in this environment when it was just you and everybody was against you? You all have been through similar instances. So why don't you ask yourself, what did make me stay?
Okay, well,
we've been talking about this shit for a week.
Yes, but this is the thing.
What the fuck?
I don't want my friend to stay in an environment, and I'm telling you,
I'll be
without
fine
saying
on
it,
my own.
I don't want, and it's not on your own, OG. I just don't want you to stay here because obviously it's not where you want to be.
Are you talking about stay in this group or stay in this house?
Stay around the group, stay in the house, stay here, and I feel horrible. I did invite you here. I wanted my friend here.
I think that you guys are all very. It's so obvious that this isn't okay for bottom line, and it's.
What is the bottom line, OG? My bottom line is not basketball wise.
I'm not. I said the bottom line. I didn't say
okay.
your bottom line.
I didn't know.
I didn't say your bottom line. I said the bottom line.
What's the bottom line?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
I'm fully aware of what's going on here, and at the end of the day, I don't think it is smart to keep beating a dead horse.
I agree.
I think that it's very wise to allow things to happen organically. I think that it is very wise to stop sneak attacking people, to stop forcing conversations, to create a better situation, because honestly, it's making it worse.
If our friendship ends here, I get it, but I can't go further. I don't want to go further. I'm not going to put this on no woman.
So you're pulling out as well.
I'm not only pulling out. I don't know what to do. It hurts my heart.
Mm-hmm.
It hurts my soul. I begged you, OG, what can we fucking do?
Jackie, and I said I would be open to talk. So what else?
Call her. She didn't
okay, so
want to
then
get
how
on
is that my fault? How is that my fault? Seriously, how is that my fault?
OG.
You tried to call her. I was open. So point out my fault in that.
If Shawnee was to say, for instance,
so because she didn't. No.
Hypothetically, if I got her on the phone right now, what would you say to her?
we would have a conversation.
Okay, if she said
the same conversation she had with Mark, the same conversation she had with with two random girls. You're having conversations. If you have an issue with somebody, or you have a question, or you have a concern, you should direct that directly to the person.
You want Shawnee to get on the phone with you and talk about how she does not feel. I'm not saying you want her. I'm saying you would be wanting her to do it.
Listen,
she doesn't.
If I wanted anything, I would have said it in proximity to when all of this transpired. Again, it has been a year and a half. Why now? Why now do you guys want to cover this subject? Why now? Why now?
We can't be around each other if this shit is an elephant in the room.
So you really think that's the reason why we're not around each other, or is it because I'm being sued? Are you forgetting that somebody's suing me?
Because
are you forgetting that somebody's suing me?
Over here. She's not.
But are you forgetting that somebody's suing me? Did I sue somebody? Are you forgetting that someone? I just want to know. Are you forgetting that somebody is suing me? So and what are they suing me for? Do you know what they're suing me for?
You won't talk about.
No, but you saw TMZ, so you know.
But you won't get in detail.
But you know.
I believe it's because you said a racist remark to her.
I said a racist remark?
I don't fucking
know. That's not what it
is.
Okay.
You know why the fuck they suing each other?
Oh, everyone's oblivious. No one knows.
I don't know.
Okay, so I'll tell you guys. She's suing me because she posted a monkey emoji responding to one of my Twitter posts. It went viral, and I said that posting a monkey emoji is racist. She's a racist, and she's suing me for defamation for calling her racist. Now, how many of you guys have called somebody racist? Like, I don't know, Donald Trump, I don't know, some random stranger that acted racist towards you. Are they suing you now? Are they suing you? Are they suing you? No, they're not. When Cece called her a racist straight to her face to millions of viewers, did she sue Cece, or did she give Cece apology? That is my point right there, and that's a part of the problem. And you guys are making it seem like the problem is OG, because OG doesn't want to beg to be in the circle. OG does not beg for nothing. That's what it sounds like. You guys are diverting the real problem.
This is the problem.
That's what it sounds like.
I tried the other night for you to get on the phone with them. I fucking called. I swallowed my pride. I said, Kristen, can you put Shawnee? Who the fuck is it? First of all, I'm having to call Kristen because Shawnee ain't answering her phone. When Kristen says no, Shawnee doesn't want to. I read to you
Kristen's
exactly
not
what
Shawnee's
the text
representative.
Whatever they got
So,
going on.
I don't care what Kristen says.
The point is, Shawnee didn't want to get on the phone. She is done with it. She was gonna come. She was
So what stopped
close.
her? So what stopped her?
Kristen came over.
Okay, perfect.
You and her,
I'm glad.
Okay, but listen.
I'm glad you said
You
that.
and her got into a little bit of words because you was like, well, Kristen, blah, blah, blah. But it still ended pretty good. Kristen left. Wasn't no blizzard. She comes back with Malaysia. They try again to talk to you. And your stance is,
Agree to
I'm open
disagree.
to hearing more, but I'm right here. Then they ain't even left the house before you get into it with the young lady, the new young lady, Nia.
No, she got into it with me and lied on me and inserted herself. She asked me a question once, I ignored it. She asked me again. I don't have to answer people's questions.
And I agree. Nobody has to answer anything they don't want to
Golly.
answer. My point is, it was a long day. It was a stressful day, but Shawnee's hearing, well, damn.
That's
OG
hearsay.
is saying this. Then I talk to you right here on this couch, and you go, my stance is not going to change.
Jackie,
do you think she's going to want to talk?
It's unfortunate that, from what you're saying, you're telling me Shawnee has refused to talk to me because of everything another person has told her, and that is unfortunate for her. Let me finish. Mm-hmm. I have been open, ready, willing, and humbled to talk to her about whatever she wants to talk about. And the fact that people are making decisions based off of somebody else's encounter is unfortunate. I cannot control that. I'm not mad. I'm not happy. I'm not sad. I'm indifferent. I don't care. At the end of the day, if you want to talk to me, I'm still open.
Yeah,
you said that. That's fine. I'm still open.
Because now we're at a point where you already know. I get what you're saying.
It is what it is.
I hear what Jen's saying. Jen, do you want to say anything else, or do you have anything else you want to add to it before
it's so combative. So
what's combative, Jennifer?
OG, people feel like they gotta walk on eggshells around you.
You're just playing a role right now. So I'm
not playing a role. OG, like you went at it with me.
I went when?
You've been defensive with me.
When did I go at it with you? You have been fighting with Jackie the whole time we've been here, and I've been in the middle. I went at it with you. Now you're making stuff up. That's fine. Sip your wine. I'm not even going to get into it with you. I have been...
I'm not making shit up, OG.
Jennifer,
And this goddamn footage
I have been at it with you.
I'm the only one that's seen it.
Jen, you've yelled at production, you've yelled at cast members, you've yelled at everybody, you've disrespected so many people. I have never been combative with you. You have been rude this entire time. You have been asked to be treated like a princess. Nobody says anything. Okay. We have sat here and listened to you talk about Scam Likely 100 million times. We have sat here and listened to you.
It's about to be part 2 in a second. Like,
it's really not, because you're making stuff up now. You're making stuff up now. It's better to just step out because you're making stuff up now. You're making stuff up now at this point, and it's really sad.
Making stuff up.
I'm really not.
You are actually the one that is making
I'm not.
Stuff up.
I'm really not. Why are you yelling?
You are.
Why are you yelling? So now tomorrow you're gonna say I yelled, right?
No, I'm
okay. Okay, Jennifer. Nobody's trying to appease me.
Yes,
what are you saying?
Bitch, they haven't get a whole other house for you because you didn't want to do a home shoot in your own house.
No, because I don't trust people like you to know where I live. Because I don't trust people like you to know where I live.
I'm not trying to come to where you live at.
And I'm not trying to come to where you live at, because I don't want to get shot up by some fucking crook. So anyway.
Who the fuck around here?
No, girl, that's you. Scam Likely. Girl. Jesus Christ.
You Scam Likely.
No, that's you. No, that's you, babe. You talking shit. I know you've been waiting to say that. It's just the truth comes out.
Whatever.
Your true colors come out when your truth comes out when you apply the pressure. Your truth comes out. That's why I don't trust you. That's why you've been begging, OG, trust me. I'm trying to give you support. I can't trust you because you're fake.
Well, I'm not giving no more.
You never did, Jennifer. Let's keep it 100. I'm not going to dance around the subject. You've never been 100 with me. You've never been 100 with anyone in this group. And you've been on an island, and I've sat there and supported you like a real person, not fake. I don't talk shit about you because I don't care. You can talk all the shit you want. Your true colors come out. Everybody's seen it. Everybody's seen it. So
okay. This is
very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. And it's my fault now. Because she's lying. Go ahead.
It ain't your fault. It's nobody's fault. I feel like we are at a crossroads. And I did not, when I planned this trip with Evelyn,
I didn't want to come.
Home,
and I told you that. So
I get it. I totally get it. So I'm saying, what do you want to see happen next? Because we can't go forward. Today is the final day we can't. I don't want to. So do you want to?
I have nothing to say.
Yeah, they don't want to talk anymore. They don't want to, and I've done everything I can do to the point where I've gotten into words with women because it's like, Jackie, you're not getting it. I'm getting it now. It's over.
I think next time I would just go with my gut and not come, since I didn't want to come to begin with, and I was just trying to honor your invitation, and I see that all my efforts are in vain. So it's fine. I don't really care. However you choose to proceed forward, you guys proceed forward, and just, I'm going to continue to remain on the right side of history.
That's totally not fair to me to say,
what do you mean?
I should go with my gut, and I was just trying to honor your invitation. I invited you and I wanted you here, and I still want everyone here, but it's not going to work.
Okay.
We can't
so
what do you
want me to say? I mean, I'm saying what I'm saying, and that's still not good enough. I don't know.
What are you saying? They won't do it.
Okay.
You're saying it now. I was sitting here going,
I don't care,
the last
Jackie.
motherfucking straw. These women
Jackie,
are getting on fucking planes. They're flying out.
Bye.
There's not going to be any more conversation.
I don't care.
See, that's what I mean.
What do you want me to do?
You don't care. What am I supposed to fucking do?
Jackie, you're telling me they don't care, so am I supposed to care when somebody doesn't care?
They're saying they're tired, OG.
Okay, so am I. I've been tired. Too little, too late. It's been almost 2 years. It should have happened a year and a half ago. It hasn't, and now they're tired.
You didn't even apologize to Evelyn.
I don't owe her an apology. That's what I'm telling you. I do not owe her an apology. She is not black. Period. This one has said she's not black. She said, I'll be there for you in your lawsuit. I'll be a witness. And now she's changing her tune. She said that. She said, it's a good time to check out. She said that I will be a star witness. She said, she's using my old attorney, this bitch that. I let her talk. I didn't even subpoena her. I didn't even include her in the lawsuit because I didn't want to get in the middle of her bullshit. Now she's changing her tune, and true to form, I've seen these characters. Why are you yelling? Why are you yelling? Why are you yelling? I'm not accusing anybody. I'm speaking facts right now. I'm speaking facts. You couldn't even answer the question because you know it's factual. Did you not Did you not say that you wanted to help me with my case against Evelyn? Did you or did you not say that? Is that a fair statement? Say that it's just the truth comes out. Your true colors come out when your truth comes out when you apply the pressure. Your truth comes out. That's why I don't trust you. That's why you've been begging, OG, trust me. I'm trying to give you support. I can't trust you because you're fake.
I'm not giving no more.
You never did, Jennifer. Let's keep it 100. I'm not going to dance around the subject. You've never been 100 with me. You've never been 100 with anyone in this group. And you've been on an island, and I've sat there and supported you like a real person, not fake. I don't talk shit about you because I don't care. You can talk all the shit you want. Your true colors come out. Everybody's seen it. Everybody's seen it. So
Okay. This is
it's very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. And it's my fault now. Because she's lying. Go ahead.
It ain't your fault. It ain't nobody's fault. I feel like we are at a crossroads, and I did not. When I planned this trip with Evelyn,
I didn't want to come,
home,
and I told you that. So
I get it. I totally get it. So I'm saying, what do you want to see happen next? Because we can't go forward. Today is the final day. We can't. I don't want to. So do you want to?
I have nothing to say.
Yeah, they don't want to talk anymore. They don't want to, and I've done everything I can do to the point where I've gotten into words with women because it's like, Jackie, you're not getting it. I'm getting it now. It's over.
I think next time I will just go with my gut and not come, since I didn't want to come to begin with, and I was just trying to honor your invitation, and I see that all my efforts are in vain. So it's fine. I don't really care. However you choose to proceed forward, you guys proceed forward, and just, yeah, I'm going to continue to remain on the right side of history.
That's totally not fair to me to say,
what do you mean?
I should go with my gut, and I was just trying to honor your invitation. I invited you and I wanted you here, and I still want everyone here, but it's not going to work.
Okay.
We can't
so
what do
you want me to say? I mean, I'm saying what I'm saying, and that's still not good enough. I don't know.
What are you saying? They won't do it.
Okay.
You're saying it now. I was sitting here going,
I don't
the
care,
last
Jackie.
motherfucking straw. These women
Jackie,
are getting on fucking planes. They're flying out.
Bye.
There's not going to be any more conversation.
I don't care.
See, that's what I mean.
What do you want me to do?
You don't care. What am I supposed to fucking do?
Jackie, you're telling me they don't care, so am I supposed to care when somebody doesn't care?
They're saying they're tired, OG.
Okay, so am I. I've been tired. Too little, too late. It's been almost 2 years. It should have happened a year and a half ago. It hasn't, and now they're tired.
You didn't even apologize to Evelyn.
I don't owe her an apology. That's what I'm telling you. I do not owe her an apology. She is not black. Period. This one has said she's not black. She said, I'll be there for you in your lawsuit. I'll be a witness. And now she's changing her tune. She said that. She said, it's a good time to check out. She said that I will be a star witness. She said, oh, she's using my old attorney, this bitch, that. I let her talk. I didn't even subpoena her. I didn't even include her in the lawsuit because I didn't want to get in the middle of her bull.
Well, I will say you look absolutely gorgeous.
Which is fucked up. You said she done sued so many people.
Maybe I did.
You never remember what you say. That's the problem. Anyways, my point is this. My point is this. That's not true. I got plenty of situations. Girl, them girls are trying to make a spot. Them girls were plotting. You don't know nothing about them girls. They were plotting against me with another girl to try to get in this same situation, and now they're here, and because their other storyline is not available, they tried to come for me. And you thought because I had a case, I wasn't going to jump up out of my skin, and thank God I controlled myself, because at the end of the day, when this plane passes, I'm a land, and that's going to be it. At the end of the day, you guys are used to each other going back and forth and hitting below the belt and then apologizing and then having a kumbaya moment and then moving on. I'm simply saying it's okay if we... I'm being real. I'm simply saying it is okay if we don't agree on something. What's one subject we don't agree on to the hundreds of subjects y'all don't agree on? I'm saying it's fine. If you don't see what I experienced, it's fine. Oh, no, it's not, because it happened before I was here, and it's not that major because it's been happening in the world. So, Jen, why were you in Amsterdam? Why were you in Costa Rica?
Because I was asked to be.
Why were you in San Diego? You're asking questions you know the answer, but you're asking questions you know the answer to. So you sound foolish. I don't care who started it. I don't care who started it. I know. Let me not even hit below the belt. I'm not even going to do you like that. It's not worth it. I'm not going to do you like that. I'm not arguing with anybody. I'm not going to do you like you do your friends of 20 plus years. I'm going to take the high road and not hit below the belt, because I know for a fact, and I've seen evidence for a fact with your situation. So I'm going to leave you with your situation. So I'm going to leave it right there.
The high road is where? Out the door?
No, that's your high road. And I don't allow people to keep throwing drinks in my face like a masochist and keep returning and having a table thrown at me and I keep returning. And so the third example of a black woman I gave, the one who's desperate for trying to fit in, that's you. That's you. You want to fit in so bad, you will allow them to throw a drink in your face. You will allow them to throw tables in your face. You will allow them to talk shit about you, and yet you still keep returning. So who's the masochist, you or me?
Okay, OG, whatever
you.
Say.
Thank you. So anyways, Jackie, if she's saying you said you don't want me here. Is she speaking for you truly?
I don't. As you're a strong woman, why are you wanting to continue this?
I didn't say anything about continuing anything. I said do whatever you want to do. If the trip's over, the trip's over. If the trip's going to go on, the trip's going to go on. I don't care either way. Yeah. I'm not continuing nothing. I'm not forcing nothing. I'm allowing things to transpire organically. Yeah. And if a conversation happens later, great. If a conversation does not happen later, it's unfortunate.
They said they would never come.
Okay. Well, that's unfortunate for them.
Yeah.
Yeah. It really is.
They don't. No
it
one
really
feels
is.
like talking anymore.
Well, that's unfortunate for them.
Do you see what I mean? Everybody experience things. Do you feel you feel those?
Yeah, I think giving a present and cooking dinner and making everybody feel welcomed is such bully behavior. You're absolutely correct, Jackie. Buying them gifts and not knowing them.
No, in all fairness, I want to be honest.
Girl,
100%.
let's stop.
Going forward, I think I'm going to just call it on the vacation. Never has this happened in the history of me taking anybody anywhere, but it is something that can proceed forward, because I mean, it's not working.
So I mean, it's like we're having a good time with the exception of OG, then why doesn't she leave and just stay a couple extra days?
It's the same question I asked in San Diego and Amsterdam. And you didn't come to Costa Rica, so we had a blast the whole time.
We're not there. We're here now.
Yeah, well, whatever the host wants to do, she can do.
Well, the host is saying the other ladies are done. This one, you guys can't even sit in the same fucking room with each other.
What are you talking about?
I feel like,
We're sitting in the same room, so that don't make no sense.
Jen, she said you guys are sitting in the same room.
Oh yeah, technically I just don't understand.
I don't know where her anger is coming from, so it's throwing me for a loop. A couple of nights ago, she was team OG. It's not fair, and what they're doing is wrong, and slept on it and woke up to a whole nother beat.
My thing, OG, is this right here, and I'm saying it's not gonna go good.
I don't think it's going to go good either way with everybody and their hands involved.
What do you mean?
It's not going to go well either way.
Then what the fuck are you laughing at? This is a serious moment.
It's pretty sad that she's laughing because she was in this position for the last 10 years, so it's kind of sad. And I actually rocked with her. I remember wiping her tears off in San Diego. I remember she was like, OG, get Dom and don't let these girls hurt me in San Diego, and I didn't. I remember talking to her in Amsterdam when she got a table thrown at her, and I never laughed. When she got 2-3 drinks thrown at her in front of me, I never laughed. I never once allowed Jen to feel alone when it was apparent she was alone. So how she is, Jen, I haven't snapped at you. That's the funny part. You've been the only one that's raised your voice. You're mad, and your energy, I don't know where it's coming from. Like I said, I don't know where her energy is coming from. All I know is when Jen was getting attacked over and over and over again, I'm not deflecting. That's what I just said you were doing. Anyways, when Jen was getting attacked over and over again, I never laughed, and I definitely tried to offer her some type. Did I say that? I'm talking about the circumstances. I definitely was not a part of the problem. I was trying to be a sounding board for her, and I tried to do the same. No, not really. It's okay though. It's okay. We're not the same. We're not the same person. Definitely. I didn't say anything about you. You were talking about me. I didn't say nothing about you.
No, I started laughing.
No, we're not talking about that. That's what you did right now. We're talking about earlier with Jackie and I. But for me, it's just, girl, I'm not suing. You see how twisted she is? Oh, girl, you are sick. You're sick, sweetie. You're the one that called me and was telling me how your friend Evelyn was the worst person under the sun. And if you remember that conversation, I said nothing because I have been warned about you time and time again, and I still gave you the benefit of the doubt. I've been warned about you, and I still gave you conversation with you ever again. Jen, I've never called you in the 3 years I've known you, and you know that. I've never called you. I've returned a text message. Never called you. It's very sad. So anyways, like I was saying, I hear what you're saying, Jackie. I hear what you were saying, and I whatever you want to do. Okay, go ahead, because she started laughing. So
I feel like it's probably best if you remove yourself from the situation.
Are you asking me to leave?
I'm not telling you to leave.
Okay.
I'm saying, OG.
What would you like me to do?
I would like you to remove yourself from this.
So you're asking me to leave?
Hostile.
Okay.
And I would like you to not continue down this path.
So you're asking me to leave? No problem.
But see, I mean, it's not.
If that's what you're doing, just keep it 100. If you're saying, oh, this, that, and the third, I would like you to leave, then say that. So that is very, very clear and transparent.
I would like us all to get along. I would like us all
so
to
how do you want to do that?
Medium, but there's no way for that to happen.
So then you're asking me to leave.
I feel, and I'm saying feel, I feel like that's the best thing.
Okay. To be honest, I left my workplace. I was working on stuff, donating masks.
Oh, I know.
I was with Kwame. I was happy. You told me about the vacation. I was optimistic. I was open.
Mm-hmm.
You told me about the 2-house situation. It wasn't my idea, but I was optimistic. I was open either way. So it is what it is. If you are asking me to leave, I don't care either way. I just, when people show me who they are, I will just believe that. But what I'm trying to say is, if if you feel that this trip can be salvaged with me not present, so be it. And then however you guys proceed forward, you guys proceed forward.
And it hurts my heart, OG. It really
It doesn't hurt my
You
heart
already know.
because I think that this would have been a perfect learning experience for everyone, and the opportunity has been missed. So they'll feel, those who have been shut off, those who have flipped like a pancake, the opportunity has missed the boat, and only time will tell what the ramifications of that are. So.
So that was the first part of what we're going to play. Since Basketball Wives didn't have a reunion, I think this is a lot more entertaining than the entire season so far. These receipts that OG posted on her I Heart OG Instagram account that were behind the scene recordings that she personally took in an effort to protect herself, obviously, because she knew some shenanigans were going to go down once they forced her to contractually show up to the house at the mansion. I said from the beginning that I think that they forced her to show up so that Evelyn could try to serve her, because she feels like OG somehow made her look worse than this picture right here. She feels like OG made her look worse and hurt her character more than OG's feelings of colorism. She got in these twins, it seems, were somehow brought into the scoop to try to further mess with OG and antagonize her. Jennifer Wiliwms, as you heard, flipped a script. In another video I'm going to post. So we'll go over that in the next video, because right now I wanted to see what your comments are below. What do you think about colorism claims from OG? What do you think about the racism claims from OG? Not that she called either. If you listen to OG, she never particularly called either. She said they had tendencies. There were issues of colorism in the group. There was racist tendencies that Evelyn was displaying by using the N-word and culturally appropriating what Black women do and say. Now, colorism versus racism. In America, we can Google whatever we want. And so I Googled it. And there are nuances to both that are identifiable and experiential in a way that one can perceive to have that feeling of discrimination or racism or colorism. Leave a comment. Have you experienced colorism? Do you ever know of any racist experience that you or a loved one has had? Have you been the perpetrator of racist tendencies towards people? Microaggressions, macroaggressions, those types of things? You know, I think that it's the perfect time to really have an in-depth conversation so that we can get to the crux of the matter and heal as a people, because we are all connected. We're all one. Those basketball wife ladies from LA, they're all one woman. I'm part of them. You're part of them. We're the collective. And we need to understand and empathize in a way that healing can take the forefront. And healing can't happen unless every 12-step program starts with admission, right? So you can't be in denial and heal. So all this moving forward without any conversations or resolutions is fake. And this is supposed to be reality TV, people. Anyway, that's my rant. Leave a comment below. Thanks for tuning in to Larger Curves. Make sure you have a great day. Smash the like button. Smash that subscribe button. And I'll see you in the next video.